dear fellow groaners, and welcome along to this, the first Groan Zone episode of 2023. I hope you all had a cracking start to your new year. If not, I hope this show brings you a little smile and some groany goodness. Now, we've had a change this year, a little bit of change. I've decided a bit of a change to the game format this time round. We've a new game, as I foretold last week on the New Year's Eve podcast, but I'll fill you in on that a little bit later. Double Down Dummies, sadly, may or may not return later in the year, or possibly the year after this one. Yes or BS though will be a permanent fixture game of the alternating game weeks. So you're not losing that one, you're just losing Double Down Dummies because it's getting a bit hard to write. I've got to wait for more stories to come out. But anyway, with that being said, let's crack on and get straight into it with a new game. And its name is 5 Point Countdown. Now you're probably wondering, mystery, what are the rules here? What happens is, you start off at 5 points, all the way down to 1. If you haven't guessed what I'm talking about, by the time you get down to 1 point, you then get 0 points. Okay? So, if you get it immediately, I'll be very impressed. I'm gonna go straight in for it. Let's kick it off with clue number 1 for 5 points. I live in America and I'm 305 foot tall. See if anyone gets that who's playing along live. Okay, righto. That's a couple of answers there. Clue number 4. I am 137 years old. Those that are playing along after the recording live, feel free to pause at your leisure, take a bit of time, think about it, but don't look it up, because that'll be cheating. No Wikipedia, no Google. From knowledge, see if you can get it. Clue number 3. I was built by a French sculptor. Okay, so everyone's getting that along in the room there. A few more answers there. Clue number 2. I am a symbol of hope. No one's changing answers there. And clue number 1. I live on Liberty Island. There you go. I'll tell you the answer at the end of the show. Someone just wrote Mickey Mouse. If you're being serious about that, I'm going to take it out right now. No, it ain't bloody Mickey Mouse. I'll tell you the answers at the end of the show. Anyway, now it's time for me to get my 3-piece off my chest with my 3 groans of the week. What's ground my gears this week? However, let's kick off. Number 1 is dictators. What I mean by this is anyone who couldn't just have a truce instead of attacking others, even on Christmas and New Year. I'm not going to name names, so I'll address all of them. Peace should not come at a great cost to human life. Just sit down and talk it out. Groan number 2. Reality TV and Z-list celebrities. When did life become so stupid that people sit there in their own houses watching TV shows consisting of people watching TV? The stars of the show then become famous, and for what? This is bottom of the barrel shite TV. Okay? Groan number 3. TV shows that ended their run with all loose ends tied up, so there's nowhere else to go, all enemies defeated, everything else or whatever's, and there's no chance for another season. Suddenly they make an announcement, a few years on, a year on, we're coming back, we're going to have another season. Prime example of this is Supernatural. If you've not seen the last season by now, you've probably seen it on YouTube, so there's spoilers everywhere. No doubt fans are in bits that the show's had ended, but the boys got their ideal outcome. I'm not going to say what it is, so I'm not going to spoil it. Beautiful. Let's leave it there. No, say the writers, etc., etc. Let's bugger it all up and make another series. Why? The danger now is you can't make the next season as good as what it was meant to be at the very end of the last one. I'm gonna name this Marvel Endgame Syndrome, because no film is going to be better than Marvel Endgame, okay, in the Marvel universe. So any TV show now and its pinnacle season is now not going to be as good as that season. Endgame Syndrome. If you've tied up all loose ends, don't go any further. That is it. Stop it. Even if the stars want to restar in it again, just stop. Yeah, some examples there, like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, yada yada yada. Apparently that's not as good as Game of Thrones. Some people may disagree, others will. You never know. I've personally never watched it, but that's by the by. But anyway, I went in quick and rapidly with those ones, so I've got them off my chest. That's my chest unloaded. However, audience guys and groaners and girls, it's your time to shine. The mic has been passed over to you. You now may groan. And I'm going to read it for you on your behalf. This one this week comes in from Charlie P. from Birmingham UK. And they groan. Hi Mr. E. I do enjoy listening to your podcast, but don't always agree with your groans or the audience ones. That's fair enough. Anyway, my groan is people who don't have a disabled parking badge parking in a disabled parking spot. The other week, my 82-year-old mum couldn't park up in a parking space as some guy raced into the free spot. He then jumped out, flicked the V's at my mum, and then my mum had to go and park in a regular bay and walk further to get into the shop. I understand that all disabilities are not visible, but I suspect this man was just an idiot and did not have a badge displayed anyway. Reported him as mum took his registration down. Maybe we will have the last laugh. Yeah, you're getting a lot of support from my audience there, Charlie P. Definitely. A lot of boos there for this idiot. So, Charlie, I just want to say thanks for the groan and the feedback. Although, I can't help what others groan about, so I've got no control of what they send me in. I'm just the lowly presenter who reads them out. Yes, I fully understand how frustrating this is. It would have been different if the bloke had a badge and he did not flick a two-finger salute. Sorry, if he had a badge and did not flick a two-finger salute. Because he did that, I think he's just a bell end and hope he gets his comeuppance. Ergo, fine or more. Hopefully more. Now then, if you'd like to contact the Groan Zone just like Charlie P did, you can do so in a number of ways. You can hit up Facebook via the Facebook groups. Look for the Groan Zone podcast. You can send me a private message on Facebook Messenger under Mystery Groaner. That's Mr. with an extra E on the end, followed by the word Groaner. Or you can drop an email to my good self at thegroanzonepod@gmail.com. Or, like some people have done, you can find us on Discord at The Groan Zone. Send us your feedback, your stories, your jokes, your nominations for Zero of the Week. Anything that you think would benefit towards this show, I'll welcome it. That includes positive and negative feedback. Don't be shy, I'm not going to bite your head off. Anyway, away we go with the Zero of the Week. And this week, it's the Coral Betting Company. So, a guy puts a bet on football. I forget exactly the ins and outs of it because I don't understand betting. And he wins. He's set to get £15,000 for winning. But now Coral won't pay the bet off, saying that the staff member should not have accepted his World Cup bet because it clashed with a few things. Now, instead of £15,000, they're offering him £660 as a sort of, well, here you go. We can't give you that, but here's what you're gonna get instead. So, sorry Coral, you accepted the bet and should honour it, even if a mistake has been made. An agreement was also made at the time the bet was made. The poor sod's gutted. It shouldn't matter if it was an error. You honour it. You're a company, you honour what you accepted. You don't then go, well, we don't want to give you that. This isn't flipping Bullseye, which was an old show in the 80s. Wow. But yep, Coral, you've fully earned to be the Zero of the Week this week. Now then, you've hung on long enough, everybody. I'll now reveal the answer for 5 Point Countdown. What I was talking about? Why, it was Lady Liberty herself, the Statue of Liberty. And we had a couple of people there who went straight in with Statue of Liberty and well impressed. Someone just wrote 5 points, bitches. Okay, you got your points. Someone's happy. No, anyway, that being said, this brings 2023's first Groan Zone episode to a close. Take care all, stay groany, and I'll see you for more groans next week. Take care, guys.